ignoring us while he's getting his stream started.
Yeah.
Should I do the same? I guess.
If you want. God dang it, another ping.
Ready to go? It's gonna be a great day.
All right. What is going on, everybody? We've got a fun one for you today. I've got a whole separate screen here that I'll switch over to once we get started. Just wanted to say hello to everyone by myself before everyone's talking over me, and let you guys know what's going on. We've got me, a couple other YouTubers that most of you are familiar with, joining us on call today. This was Ghost Dog's idea. He came up with it, reached out to me, and so yeah, we put together a group of people. So I hope you guys have a good time. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff inside of MCOC. And why did just happen there? That was weird. I don't know what's going on with that. All right. Sorry, that was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna hop over to the other screen now and welcome everybody on the call. Okay, yeah, it kind of messed up here. What the heck just happened? Hold on. No, that's not the one. Discord. What just happened? Here we go. I don't know why it did that.
I'm not doing any music, believe it or not.
All right.
Weird. All right, let's get flipped over.
Oh,
CaptainBayeee will probably turn his camera on soon. And then Lefty and Legacy.
There we go.
Lefty's driving home now.
Okay.
Even though I told him don't be late.
My Discord, like, all of a sudden did something super weird. It like changed all the dimensions and whatnot, but we're here.
Hey, what's going on, Silver? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this is. So.
Did I hang up? Is that what it said? Did it say I hung up or something?
Yeah, you left the call for a little bit.
Dude, I don't even know how that happened. All I did was I switched the scene so that it was like just me doing my intro with talking and everything, and then I all of a sudden just like went away. I was like, okay. I don't know. But guys, chat, let me know. Hopefully you can hear everybody. If you're not familiar with everyone, we've got Ghost Dog over here. We got Xander Scar down there, and we've got Simula right below me. And we have everyone's links are going to be in the description, guys. So if you're not familiar with their channels, go check them out. All amazing content creators. And we have Lefty Knox that is on his way, and Legacy 69, formerly 69, currently just Legacy. He is also grabbing food and said he will try his best to swing by in a little while. So yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. All right. So, I don't know how many people are coming here to actually talk about things, but I wanted to do this on a bigger scale than I did last time, which I appreciate Simula joining us this time and CaptainBayeee as well.
Yeah.
I think, Xander, this is the second time you've done this with me, correct?
Yep. Yes,
And,
sir.
I think Lefty was on last time, too. We were supposed to also get Dragon, but she got a last-minute call to work late, so she cannot join us tonight.
Choosing work over us. It's disrespectful.
Work over us. I know, right?
I clocked out for this specifically.
Right.
Specifically asked for the day off.
2.5 hours ago when I was scheduled to be
off just for the stream.
Yeah.
I needed to prep. That thumbnail took a long time, okay? You know?
Oh,
I
yeah.
needed a lot of time to put Simula's head on top of Professor X, so.
I'm still bitter that I'm not Iron Man.
Oh, my
So, on my channel, if you don't know who these content creators are, shame on you. You should know. I got CaptainBayeee to my left. I have Simula to my right. And also to the right of Simula, I have Xander.
I'm
like I
at
said,
the end.
Legacy and Lefty should be joining us here soon. But I don't want to hold up and wait for them. So I want to get started in the content of talking about what we want to talk about. But I did want an order of what we feel like we should start with. My two biggest issues that I wanted to kind of cover today was AW potions, which we all know since the release of the comments was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now. That now the loyalty is going to be the way to buy AW potions. And they took away the generic potions from the Glory store. And now you're only going to use Glory to buy AQ potions. That was one of my biggest topics that I was like, And then I'd also seen on a lot of the other content creators like Legacy, like people's like, oh, you never discussed this stuff. So that's why I wanted to have like Legacy on to kind of talk about some of these things that no one doesn't talk about in this video. And I don't think it's that he's uncomfortable talking about it. I just don't think that at that point in time it's a thought in his mind. But same way with CaptainBayeee, similar. I think similarly, you've kind of voiced your opinion on it as well.
Mhm.
And Xander, I don't know if you've actually done a stream yet. We've actually had to talk about it yet.
Oh no,
But-
I haven't. I'm not involved in war that much, so I have very little like say in the matter myself.
Okay.
That's pretty much
Okay.
it.
Okay, great. Well, if you guys want to talk about another topic, because I want to kind of get more of the group's overall thought process on that one. If there's a different topic that you guys would like to discuss today, we could talk about things like input issues. Does anyone have an opinion that this is a good change?
Oh, we have an incomer.
Oh,
Who's it?
Who's
Who's
coming?
a new challenger has
coming?
appeared?
New challenger has arrived.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Lex.
It's
Legacy.
Lex.
The wild legacy
What's
is
going on,
appeared.
man?
Not too much.
How just watched your crystal opening.
Yeah, we were all just talking about it.
I apologize for the Cavaliers and excited for your
Good Nexus.
good
Yeah.
Nexus.
Yeah, if you guys-
saving grace.
If you guys haven't seen it yet,
Yep.
go check it out.
Go check it out. CB says this is a face reveal for me. What a momentous occasion. I've already done a video on that.
Yeah, he's done a video on that.
He has indeed.
Now we can
Just-
get Legacy to face reveal, but that'd be real cool.
It's just a gray box for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done video on
Discord?
Discord yet.
Are you still?
You might have
watching?
to hit the little drop down
Might have
and
to
then
switch the
just
device.
select the right camera if it's trying to pick up
Yeah.
something different. It sometimes
Yeah.
tries to pick up the capture card.
Yeah, I've had that happen for me.
We could probably start
there.
There we go.
Hey.
Had OBS
the potion
open.
topic now. That we
Oh, that'll happen too. Yeah, if you got OBS or something open, then it's trying to use the
Yeah.
same camera and it messes up.
Yeah. If you try to use both at the same time, it will mess up.
Yeah.
So there. Yeah.
Well,
All right,
welcome.
cool.
We were just getting started.
Yeah, we're just getting started. So one of the topics that I was just saying that I was waiting for you to come on about was the AW potion
Yeah,
topic, because I know that you're
saying that. Yeah.
I know that you're heavy into. You guys finished second in Masters last season. So
Yep.
congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
then I kind of wanted to get your thoughts and opinions for not necessarily before everybody else, but along with everybody else. Like Xander says he doesn't do war. Sim was all about, hey, I think I'll go back to do war. And then the next day he retracted that very quickly as soon as that announcement released. So, but what are your thoughts on that, Legacy?
Well, have you guys seen Vega's video talking about
Yes,
it?
I asked Vega to come on, but his schedule was very
Yeah.
conflicted for this stuff.
I agree with a lot of what he said in his video. And it's just, I don't like talking about this kind of stuff because if you say like anything that's
Mhm.
like Kabam side, then you get like, oh, you're a shill, oh, you CCP lover.
Yep.
And it's like,
Yep.
dude, like I'm first of all, I'm just trying to make content that I have fun with, and talking about this stuff it's
It's
not
not
fun
fun.
when the whole
Yep.
community has pitchforks, you know.
Yeah.
I think Kabam definitely did not handle the situation well at all. But I think going forward, it could be a good thing if they make loyalty a lot more available and they scale down the potion costs a bit. But yeah, I think they just went about it so poorly. Like I heard about it and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go stock up on some glory potions before the change. And I opened my game and it was already changed. Like they gave us no time at all. to
Zero
adjust.
time.
So that's
Like
yeah,
the
that's
original proposal was like so bad.
yeah.
So bad. And it's still like not very good now. I think it hurts like mid-tier players more than it hurts like tier 1 because you don't get as much loyalty for a win as you do in the high tiers. So
True.
yeah, it's definitely not where it needs to be for sure.
But in Kabam's defense, like I haven't spent on War in so long because of the compensation pack. It's been free for
Yeah,
10,
it's true.
10 seasons. So I
The
mean,
revives and potions I've had
yeah,
an overflow for a long time because of it. It's like
yeah.
just haven't needed them.
And for me personally, like I haven't really had like any input issues pretty much at all. So that's basically just like free stuff for me. That's the way I look at it. I don't know about you guys.
It's been the same
Most
for
of my
me.
stuff expires.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
pretty
compensation,
much.
I very rarely see it, and honestly, like ever since this input beta has come out, I've had more dropped inputs. I feel like when I've been trying out using that.
Yeah,
I
same.
haven't even used
Playing
that.
with playing with that input beta, I feel I've seen like Simula, JX, other people say, "Oh yeah, it feels smooth." To me, it still feels just about the same, or if not a little more worse.
Interesting.
Yeah, it feels the same for the most part, but there are occasional times where like my decks just won't trigger, and I'm just like, it's happened enough times. It's happened more times with the beta on than when I didn't, like before that was a thing. And I don't know if it's the fact that it's maybe just because of my iPad. It's different for my iPad or what. Because and I'd almost never play on my iPhone anymore, but I don't know. It's just my experience. So yeah, again though, it's been like kind of just free rewards to collect over time for me.
Yeah, I have like over 1 million loyalty now. That's never happened to me before, and it wouldn't have happened without the
See,
compensation pack.
my mistake
Right.
with the loyalty has been I've never really seen a purpose for the loyalty, so I just always use that to get my Alliance Quest entries. So that's where the tickets, yeah, the compensation's just been my free entry for map 8 basically.
Yeah,
so that's what I've been using, and now this change is like, oh, the loyalty is used to get no Alliance War potions, and I'm like, well, great, I have no loyalty. So that's been kind of unfortunate for me, but not the biggest issue. So
I know I have a couple people in chat said that DTM agreed with Legacy. His biggest problem was there wasn't an advance warning. I definitely would have stocked up on glory potions.
Yeah,
and
I was
like-
going to, and then I was just shocked to be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
change is already live. What?"
Already there.
Like communication has always been like a recurring theme among complaints, valid complaints with the game and with Kabam, you know. And this is a perfect example, just making the change and not telling anybody about it.
Yeah.
At all. And then Mike said yes, but when compensation is gone, it will be done at some point. That is going to be the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've all have died in war at some point. Some of us have shown it on video. Some of us, you know, I mean, it's just a given. At some point, we're going to make that mistake. It's going to cost us in war. Maybe even we don't die, where you survive at 1% health for the next fight. You definitely got to use a potion. And now that we're talking rank 4s for some of these upcoming wars for attackers, not just defenders, where some people now have anywhere from 2 to 4, maybe even 5 rank 4s already.
Yeah, I have 2 rank 4s in this current war right now against GT40.
Jeez.
That you're using as attackers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you had to heal up a rank 4 yet?
I haven't died yet, so I haven't
Okay.
had to heal much yet.
Okay. Let us know what that looks like when you do that. A fully boosted rank 4 heal up.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I
I was saying,
hope it doesn't either.
hopefully you never
Hope it
have to
doesn't
experience
either.
that. Yeah.
As soon as Legacy dies, I'm like, damn it, Ghost Dog.
Are
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
guys
blame you, yeah.
Lags, are you guys like keeping track of item usage more closely now? Or is that just
I don't
kind of
know,
optional?
I'm sure some people are. A lot of people in the
Mhm.
Alliance were pretty freaked out when Kabam made this change and were thinking that they weren't going to be able to maintain war with the change. That was after the first change. I don't know about the second one, but I think some people are watching it, but I haven't really been too focused on it.
Cap, you guys have been where more roughly on average?
To Loki, we usually end around Plat 2, Plat 3 range. This season, we decided we are going to push. Our goal is to at least be Plat 1. They said we'd like to be higher, but we'll see how well things go. So yeah, we're like going all out and everything, boosting and all that. So so far, I'm off to a good start. I haven't really checked. That reminds me, I was tagged right before that I was cleared to move. So I'll have to do that in a little while. But yeah, we'll see where we place.
Okay.
Nice.
Same. We're plat 3, pushing for plat 2.
Okay.
In my alliance. Um, I make my share of mistakes. You guys see my channel. I'm not the greatest,
Same.
but
Same.
I'm actually pretty decent in war. I do make my mistakes. I just get lucky enough not to die. But I've healed up a rank 3, and I've watched me use those 3 of those big potions, those level 5 ones on a fully ranked up rank 3. I can't imagine what a rank 4 is. It's going to be at least 4,
Especially
if not 5.
if you're like on a time crunch and you want to just like get it done with your boosted and everything too. It's
Right,
just gonna
exactly.
cost a ton.
Exactly. There are times I've let my boost fall off just so I can,
Yeah.
heal up with
Oh yeah, I've
save
definitely done that.
potion or two.
Mhm.
They'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm letting my potion fall off so I can heal properly.
Yep.
Heal properly. But yeah, I kind of was like, man, are they really serious about this change with the loyalty? And I'm like, I'm looking at my loyalty now, and I got just shy of 1 million. But I don't know if that I don't like to spend my loyalty on potions. I haven't yet spent it on a potion. I usually use it on boost, and like Captain said, for my map 8 entry. So I don't know.
I've used
I
mine
just
for mastery course, max out Mystic Aspersion.
so I wonder
Yeah,
if there's going to.
I was gonna say someone in my chat was saying that he's been using his loyalty toward getting mastery cores and everything. Someone else was saying they used it to finally get a 6-star unstoppable Colossus, which
I wanted to
I don't
do
know
that
if that's
too,
worth
but
it, but
the better option is mastery cores.
good
the
for you.
classic.
Yep. Yeah, if you need a couple more of those for masteries, that's definitely a smart investment. Someone in my chat's asking you, Sim, saying, are the rewards are the changes in rewards the reason you are pushing higher tiers in Simula? What would get you back into war?
Are those
Yes.
both directed to me?
The first question is directed toward I think us,
Okay.
toward me for my alliance. I would assume so. I think also in order just to kind of keep some of our bigger, higher account people around from like leaving and going to more of an alliance that's going to be getting them better rewards. Obviously, we're trying to push higher in alliance quests, and ever since the gifting event, and then now Act 7 completions, Karina's like we've definitely dropped in prestige, so ranking in the top 45 at least has been a little bit harder. So we had a few people that left, and so I think we're just trying to prove to everyone in the alliance, reassure them like, we're trying to push still. We want to, be a higher rank and everything, but everyone's got to be on the same page. So that's kind of why. And then Sim, what's going to get you back into?
What's going to get you back in, Sim? Because you were on the edge there. You were like, I think I'll come back, and then you're like, no, never mind.
I don't know. It like comes and goes. Like I on days when I feel like I want to go back to it, it's mostly because I want to kind of just challenge myself. But then like content comes out, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to have 8 of my champs locked for most of the week in wars, which sucks. So I don't know. Like likely changes that I won't expect to happen. Like keeping defenders unlocked so you can use them in other content. Attackers are fine. Or I don't really care to rank up for prestige. I prefer to just rank up who I want. But I understand that in a top alliance, you need to do what's best for everybody and not just for yourself. So
yeah,
I don't know. It kind of changes day to day what I feel like doing. So
okay. Yeah, I've actually thought about maybe stepping back this season before the season started, just because I started my new business and we're rehabbing our first home, and not only am I doing that, but now we're trying to find another house, and I'm the numbers guy for our group. So like they all send me all the houses, and I go back and crunch all the numbers, and I get like 15 text messages at a time, sometimes up until about 9 o'clock at night. Want to know, hey, what's this look like? How's this look? I'm like, give me a second, I'll figure it out. And trying to figure out costs, and I'm trying to build a new spreadsheet. There you go.
Ooh,
spreadsheet. Yeah, spreadsheet. Trying to create a spreadsheet. as well as I'm trying to create a Excel format where we just plop in numbers and it'll just generate like what our profit's going to look like at the end, versus me just going through and hand calculating everything at the moment, because it's fun until you have 20 of them that you have to do, and you're like, okay, for this house, and you got to remember for this house is this, for this house is this, for this house. If I just had a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet that I could open up, plop in the numbers, and then copy and paste that and drop that into a folder for this particular address, then I would know what our offers are going to be and things like that. And I'm starting to know that my time, each time I go to a new alliance, I would say, nope, not going to be an officer, not going to do it, not going to do it. And then someone asks me, I'm like, yeah.
I haven't been an officer in so
Say no,
long, and
just
it's
say
been
no,
great.
I try.
It's so nice not
The
being an
officer
officer.
burnout is real. I don't know how people do it
Yeah.
in like upper tiers.
Man,
Well, we're not an upper tier, so
I just
we're just tier 3.
People who plan war, I should say, regardless of tier, like that's
seriously,
that's a
big respect
that's a
to them.
nightmare.
Big respect to those guys.
yeah. Shout out to all the battle group leaders out there. In
Yeah, you guys are the real
Lee,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's different in our tier versus like I've watched and listened to Vega and Legacy and Brian and all the guys in tier 1 who talk about our BG leaders, they plan out each and every fight for us and tell us who to take. Like, no, I don't do that.
Mhm.
I don't go to that level.
yeah, that's what we do it too.
Legacy might start on path 1 and finish on path 9. Like, no, we don't do that in our BG.
One boat section.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
look, I take path 5 all the way up.
That's how we do it too.
And I couldn't imagine. And then we all decide like who's going to take what minis based on what champs we're bringing in, and that's pretty much about how we do it. And like the officers decide, like the BG officers decide who's taking what minis, and that's pretty much how it goes there. But yeah, no, not to the extent that Lizer and Taters and all of them have done it. I can't do it that way. Hey, what's going on, Panda? All right, so if we could change one thing in AW, not the potions, just any one thing in AW, what would you change? And I'll start with Xander, who currently is refusing to even think about joining AW. What would be the one thing that could get you come back?
No, I may have said this poorly. No, I do war. In Force we do. We've participated the seasons. But this current season, we're not participating. And it's funny because it's coincidentally the season where everything gets changed up for Alliance War. But if something I were to change, does the game mode count? Can I change Alliance War period to not exist?
You got to tell me how though. You can't just say change. You can't just say change.
Yeah, you
the
get.
game mode.
I want change. Don't give me a
change.
solution.
Okay,
No.
how?
Shoot, I don't know. I don't really focus on war most of the time. I just do as I'm told in Alliance War, really. But something.
What would be the one thing that would make it more fun for you?
I'll be honest. From my experience again doing war in the season, it is nice for having just planned fighters and everything. Being told who to bring in and which fights I'm taking. I found that a lot of fun in war. I'll be honest. I've enjoyed that aspect.
So if you were in an alliance that was more focused around maybe where someone does that kind of thing of essentially plans your path out for you and kind of like explain this, would that be maybe something?
Well, I mean, it happens regardless in our alliance. So it's a tough thing. I really don't know what I would change an alliance for.
I know what I would change.
Okay, well then go ahead. I was gonna go some next, but go ahead.
So one of these two things would be, I think, really great. Number one, just like once you use a boost in war, like that's it. It would be annoying for the healing up, like you said, but it would be nice to not have to double boost.
Yes.
Right.
And that also paired with either just like something to do with energy, like maybe spend 5k loyalty for a war energy refill or something like that. Because then like you can just, everyone can do it on their own time. You don't have to wait 3 hours, coordinate with everyone. Like energy is such a pain. I feel like war would be so much easier and smoother if energy wasn't such a limiting factor.
Dude, remember the days of like having to wait for nodes in Alliance Quest? Alliance Quest was so much work.
Yeah.
Now the fact that there's just like 3 nodes or whatever, and we're still just like, ugh. But man, That's crazy.
Okay, Sim.
So, like, my biggest problem with war has always been like the cost of it. So, kind of to that end, I would say like either like maybe one of two options. So, either like eliminate like boosts entirely, or even like the idea of like a permadeath war would be intriguing to me, where you just if you die, you die,
No-
and
no
the map doesn't
items.
get cleared. And yeah,
I
like
was gonna
I've
say
always
that.
felt like clearing the map and taking out the boss should be like an achievement and not like a requirement.
Mhm.
So you should be, it's expected now that you do it. So I don't know, maybe it shouldn't be like that. The other thing is something that Taters brought up a long time ago, like the idea of like an item cache. So every attacker starts on like the same level. You have a limited set of potions, a limited set of boosts, and like Legacy said, the boost would last for the entire duration of the war too. But just something to like roll down the cost. But I mean, especially with this loyalty stuff, I feel like the idea of bringing down the cost of war is probably the furthest thing from what they're looking for at the moment. So unlikely that that's going to happen.
And Cat.
For me, yeah, kind of a lot of what everyone else has already said. I think for me the biggest thing though would be a permanent ban on Domino. Just take her out of defense, and that way no one has to deal with her. And then everyone gets their 3 bans on top of that. Let's get rid of her. And Battlegrounds too. Just throw it. Get rid of her in there too. Just like we don't.
All defensive capabilities.
We don't. We don't. Like
no alliance.
Even now, like having Nimrod, like I still just feel like I just rather not have to face Domino. Like she's the one fight that if I get when I get assigned my path and I see Dominoes on, I'm just like, oh,
I gotta fight a Domino
this is gonna be fun.
What path do you take, CaptainBayeee?
What was that?
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, look, it's
What path?
Lightning.
I mean, my path changes from war to war. It just kind of depends.
Okay.
I've been running lane 6 quite a bit now, especially since I got Nimrod, and so he just removes all the prowesses and everything.
Your Dominoes on lane 6. What beat you in?
Oh gosh! By the way, what's going on, Brian, Mr. Contest Champion in the chat, popping in, and then he said, "This is one good-looking video call right here." Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is.
It is.
And I think I saw Chris LaFleur as well. Hello. A couple other people.
I know a few other people wanted to join tonight. I wanted to kind of get this experiment here rolling, and we may roll it out to a few more people and let the next time and have a bigger table.
Yeah.
I think this is a nice compilation today of the table. For me, what I would change in Alliance War, Legacy kind of already touched on one of the things I was really thinking about. The cost also, what Sim talked about, was one thing I think about. But I don't know. Someone mentioned it, and it was the attack tactics. I feel like our attack tactics don't combat the defensive tactics. So,
I don't think I can't tell you if I've ever really taken advantage of an attack tactic. That's a good point.
Wither with APOC before. That was it.
Yeah, that's about it.
So there's that. But I just don't feel like for this new one is the unstoppable armor, and none of our defensive tactics combat unstoppable armor. It would, if they're trying to encourage people to bring in more different types of champs, then make the attack tactics can be a direct counter, or be not say a direct counter, but be a counter that can help the attacker with bringing in different types of champs. Because I try to bring in different champs, but then I look at my lane and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring in this person, and this person, and I really have a pool of probably about 6 champs that I kind of go through to clear my path and take care of Boss Island. So, and I just
feel like sometimes the requirements for the champion or for the defender and the node, they necessitate too specific of a counter more often than not, and like the attacker tactic, it just really becomes a nice to have instead of like, wow, I should really be taking advantage of this.
Exactly. Let's see. Recently, I just had Lee Boyce join, Jason Jabari, and Redwood. What is going on, fellas? PJ Vice as well. How are we doing this evening?
Ooh, PJ.
Yeah. So There's
We're
that.
saying-
Lefty, are you here? Like your
I've been
pictures-
here for like the last 10 minutes.
I mean, your picture's here, but you're
I
not.
think he's in the car. Dude.
Yeah, like, are you still in the car?
Yes, I told you I was driving. You want to see what I look like? This
No,
is
no.
what-
I knew you were driving
In the
and that's
car,
why,
dude.
That's why I told you. I said, don't, take your time. No rush. We'll be here for a little
Because you
bit.
would have never let me live this down. You have never let me live this down. You ain't slick.
Oh, we're still not
I'm
gonna let you
here.
live it down, dude. Calling from your car.
Look, I
Okay.
told you. I gave you a date and time so that you would be able to go get dinner and have it at home ready for you when you're done streaming. So that all you had to do was warm it up at the house, eat it real quick, and be back and available. But no,
I
not
did
Lefty.
I had to drop something off to someone.
See,
See, he was running an errand.
running
Told
another
you.
errand.
Yes.
I told you.
I will say it is Easter weekend. I want to remind you of that.
True,
Wait,
Oh
man.
shoot, Easter.
True.
This is
What?
true.
Easter weekend.
But it's
yeah.
not even
Yeah.
the weekend yet. We still have like 3 days before.
And today's
Sunday.
Thursday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Come on
It's the
now.
start of the weekend for some.
Thursday's the start of the weekend,
Yeah.
but I'm off tomorrow. So.
Actually,
Yeah.
this is my
Well,
Friday.
isn't that
Today's
nice?
my first day off.
Weekend.
Yeah,
Some
it is
people-
my weekend.
I have
Some people are off on Friday before.
some
Not me
people.
at the bank.
Yeah, some people still have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So
Yeah, uh-oh.
Not me.
Sorry to hear that. Not me.
Yeah, not me.
I'll be awake at 6 a.m. tomorrow, but I'll be going to bed soon after.
Yeah, you're out. Your sleep schedule is. I don't know how you do it, man.
Sleep
Relax, bro.
schedules. I can't handle.
You're
it.
literally a vampire. Like it's just sleep during the day.
Okay, well, hold on. One thing I wanted to touch on was work said the comp that's been running for months has basically been somewhat of an item cache. And that's true, man. Like, honestly, I'm looking at the compensation package right now, and I have 4 of them in overflow.
Yep.
And there's 5 war potions in each one, and those cost 100 units each.
Yep.
So that's 500 units worth of potions. There's
Yep.
2 of each boost, the 3-minute boosts, which is each worth of 10k loyalty.
Right.
That's 60k loyalty plus 30k loyalty they send us. So that's 90k loyalty per pack. Like, this compensation package is nuts. It is really good.
And then there's people like me that are like, I sell it all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to use it, which
Yeah.
I am, it's a lot of value. And War, like I said, War's been free for a long time.
War's
So
been free for
Yeah.
a while.
I mean,
Yeah,
the compensation is temporary though. Like once that ends, it's gonna,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
definitely going to end.
I mean, it's been
Wow.
temporary though for like a year now, right? When did they
As much as I've
start?
sold-
Quite a year.
Feels like
as much
it.
as I've sold a lot
mean-
of those items, I've definitely used a whole bunch of them too. Like I ran out of all of those invulnerability boosts. It took me like 2 or 3 compensation packages to finally cap me out again.
Yeah. I think I go through those probably more. I'm usually through that through half the season. And
Those
I'm
are
just
safer than everything
30.
else. Those are the key to safety.
For being
in my
honest, though,
opinion.
we deserve more than that, though. So
Yeah, but
You
that's
think so?
another topic. That's another topic.
Yeah, it's a
I-
different type of topic.
I feel like, honestly, like, why are we even getting these compensation packages? Like, why? Inputs, right? Dropped
For
inputs.
input issues. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's still the input stuff. Yeah.
it's still the input
Personally,
stuff.
I guess,
I
yeah.
haven't had any input issues, like,
Yeah.
ever.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just been free rewards.
I mean,
Okay,
that's because, like, I mean, some of us have had access
Yeah.
to the input beta.
I haven't even
which
used
you know
it, though.
you haven't used it at
haven't-
all.
No, I've had no problem. I haven't used it.
That is a
Okay.
great segue, Sim. I am so
Yeah.
glad
I
you
have
brought that up.
Lefty, you saying
So
you've had
excited.
you've had some issues?
I've had issues like my parry will fail, and then my character will randomly dex without me telling it to dex. So I've had issues with the input. I'm on the input beta thing anyway. So,
Okay.
but it's mostly occurs in Act 7. It doesn't really occur anywhere else.
Okay.
So
And
out of the
so-
5 of you that are in the CCP program,
Mhm.
how many of y'all are using the input system?
Not me.
I am.
I'm using it.
I've gone back and forth.
I
When it first came out, I used it, and then I noticed more dropped inputs using that than I ever did without having it. So then I took it off, and I noticed it when I first did my initial clear of Act 7, and I'm like, okay, this is not the place to be experimenting with the new beta, so I took it off. And then I've had it off for a while, and then I think it's maybe been almost another week now since I turned it back on. I've been playing with it again, and again, just getting some more dropped input. So I think I'm probably going to turn it back off, actually.
Interesting. I've had the exact opposite experience. Like I had, dropped inputs, dexterity, failed parries, and then like the input beta has basically resolved 90%, 95% of the stuff for me. Still some like weird bugs here and there, like against XL champs, I still have problems, but for the most part, it's been like the complete 180.
I agree with Simula. My input fails have gone down, but they're still there.
Okay. Xander, have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it. I guess like at the start it was good. I did notice some like it was running smoothly, but then I guess the more and more I've had it on and used it, I feel like it reverted back or so. Because I even double checked, like, wait, I still have it on, right? Yeah. So why? How come I'm still having some issues still?
Mhm.
I like it works and it sometimes doesn't work for me.
Gotcha.
It's
And then,
it,
real quick, just so for my knowledge, I think I might be the only one here who isn't. But devices, Legacy, I just know you got a new iPhone 13. So
Before I had
what is everybody else playing on?
I play
13
on
Pro.
This is iPhone 11. Yes.
I-
iPhone 11.
All of you
Wasn't
are
my
Apple
fault.
users.
I use iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 7, and the iPhone 10X Max.
Gotcha. And does
Mine-
anybody use any other devices?
Mine's an iPad Mini Pro,
iPad Mini?
Seems
Four.
like Lefty could use some more devices. He uses 3.
right?
He's a man.
I do have an iPad, but it's too big to play that game on. So
Legacy, what did you have before your 13?
an iPhone SE, which it's basically like an 11, but like a smaller version.
Gotcha.
I think it was tiny.
Yeah.
Is it the same one you had from 2019 Comic Con?
I don't think so, but it's same
okay.
size.
Okay.
Yeah. So something I just want to say, the reason why I haven't used the input thing is, like I said, I haven't really had problems, and also when it launched, we were like number 2 in the war season, so I didn't want to just put it on.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mess me up in war.
Right, because I believe the biggest issue with it was if you had it on versus an auto block champion, it would actually parry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and
It's
I think that's
totally
how I
messed up.
screwed up mine up too, because I completely forgot that was an issue with the input beta.
Mhm.
So that might have been the thing that messed up the input beta for me. But other
Did
than
they
that,
fix that yet?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I haven't seen anything about fixing that.
Yeah,
I don't
that
even
wasn't
know if it
fun.
really
You fight a MODOK in arena and you're getting parried every other hit.
Yep.
Also, on auto blocks that weren't supposed to stun you, they would stun you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the.
I
That's
think I heard someone having that issue. I guess that must be why.
Yeah, with Penny, it's a big problem, and
Oh
MODOK.
yeah, that happened to me. I think it was like one of the last few wars before the season ended. I was using Corvus versus Penny Parker, and yeah, she parried me all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, I just figured, okay, she has auto block. This is they have the parry mastery, so I figured that was a normal thing. Then I remembered, oh wait, that's not how that was supposed to work with the input beta.
Interesting.
Dreamin says, where was my invite? Dreamin, sorry, man. I couldn't figure out how to contact you. I don't think you're on any chat messages anymore. So
Also, I heard him say he doesn't like you, Dreamin, so that's probably why.
whoa.
Exposed.
Dreamin's actually a lie. He's in my old brother alliance. I was in Trolls and he's in SAS, and I'm still in that chat, so I easily could have found Dreamin. As he just says, we are the same Discord group. I know, Dreamin. I'm sorry. I did post it out on Twitter, and a lot of people hit me up. So
yeah,
a lot of people sliding up into them DMs. I said, nice.
Yep.
I mean, people were sliding in DMs. They were like, I literally put it out on Twitter.
Yeah.
People came to me on Twitter. So
Yeah,
Chris
like,
LaFleur,
what time?
Silver,
Like the time and place. Yep.
Yep.
I asked.
Xander, Lefty. I think I reached out to Lefty and Xander because they were on my last one.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have them back again, kind of keep the flow and maybe grow this thing up a little bit.
Nice.
So next time maybe we'll have a few more people on. Dreaming, definitely. I'll send you an invite and see how it goes. You'll probably be out like going for a job.
We'll have auditions for the next one. There'll be a battle royale fight to the death style thing. I don't know. Last one standing
now
gets the
fight
joint.
each other.
I think
Right.
that's the most fair way to do it.
Yes, good.
So, what's the overall thought process of the input system, starting with Captain?
So far it hasn't helped me in any way.
Got
I've had more issues with it.
Womp womp.
Xander.
Like I said, I think once they iron it out a little bit more, I think it will help out a lot of people in the community.
Okay. And Sim?
Yeah, it works great for me. I think it's going to vary for a lot of people depending on how used to the existing / broken controls they've gotten. For me, I never think I got used to them. So like readapting to the beta was a lot easier for me. So your mileage may vary.
And then Lefty, since I didn't get to ask you about your one thing you would change in AW, start with that question. The one thing you would change in Alliance Wars, that not including the cost of the loyalty for the potions and stuff like that, leaving that out. One thing you would change in AW.
And I already suggested getting rid of Domino.
So?
I'm in a lower level war, so my changes might not be as significant, but maybe change up the map, to be honest, because the map has the same nodes and the same paths all the time. It'd be nice if we can have a map that changes, like with every war.
More of a rotation, a map rotation.
You're the second person that said that. Here's my thing. Didn't they change some nodes? Is it just in certain tiers they changed some nodes?
Maybe, but I'm in a go-to alliance, so like if we can just switch it up and just make it different, it'll be more interesting. Because to me, it's just like every war is like, okay, I know what nodes I'm taking, so it's this mix match to Korg and I don't know, safeguard Sasquatch. So like it'd be nice if they switch it up and keep us guessing. That way we don't know what we're getting into. We gotta pay attention more. But I don't know how it would fare against people who are in higher tier wars.
So what if they did it like Alliance Quest, like in map 7, where 1 week it's these group of defenders doing these group of things, and then the next week it's these group of defenders doing these group of things with these different nodes, something like that, where it's a week to week basis. Versus, because I think every war would be a little tough, but I think maybe a once per week switch up, like.
Or at least from season to season, because it's been like the same nodes.
They would have to massively overhaul the officer tools for that, because it's already rough trying to plan out defenders and stuff for one map, and now you're talking about switching them up like once a week. That's gonna be twice as much work.
Yeah,
but so maybe once a season versus.
Yeah, I agree with once a season for sure.
Well, it shouldn't be hard to change up the nodes, though. Like, no, change the map, but the nodes can be rotating, right?
It's not hard. It's not hard for them to change it. It's just hard for the officers to keep up with it.
Oh, okay.
Like a battle group, like placing defense and then coordinating paths
and then coordinating attacks and things like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
your other question, Ghost Dog, about the input.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it, but I feel like the AI has been changed. The AI moves differently than it used to. Like, it makes the AI. I don't think my parry fails in certain situations. I think the AI knows how to like attack you where you can't parry, and then the AI can sidestep you. AI can intercept you. Like the AI has gotten. They did something to the AI, and the AI just moves different, in my opinion. Even with Ghost, like the AI knows when I'm phasing, and it knows to wait out my
exactly. It dashes backwards while you're in phase mode.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like,
what's the point of fixing the input if you're changing the AI and not telling us? Because I know the AI has been changed or tweaked in some way. It moves different.
It's been asked several times, like, does the AI respond differently to different champs? And they're like, no. And then you put like Ghost in, and you start off in phase, and the first thing they do is they run back for the first 2 seconds. Like,
right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not changed at all.
I don't know if it changed for every champion, but I know it changes for certain champions, like Doom or Ghost or Kitty. It moves differently when it's fighting certain champions, in my opinion.
I agree.
Real quick before we move on, Work in Progress said in Captain's chat, Ghost Dog said there was a no Spider-Man 2099 requirement. This is true because I don't have one myself.
I have one. Rank 3.
Come on, man.
I've got a 5-star, not a 6 though.
I don't have one.
I don't even have.
I have a 4-star.
Yeah, I have a force.
Well, that makes up for it. Everyone earlier was making fun of me for not having a null, so
I'm like, who doesn't have a null?
Yeah,
yeah.
Why
Imagine
not rank null,
that.
Okay, calm down. I have a 5-star now. Like, how did this get? Why y'all attacking me?
Oh no,
I don't have a 5-star
You're
null.
not alone, Captain. You're not alone.
I didn't know that. I didn't know y'all were attacking me on this call. I feel ambushed.
We would have said Penny at that point, Lefty.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later, Ghost Dog.
Oh, you're losing us. Connection's getting bad.
I'm losing the signal right now.
Oh, going under a tunnel.
Yeah. See, Odetic says, thank you. Someone finally says it. AI changes are a part of the issue too. If we had more transparency, there would be nice. We're not all crazy. If I were getting the attacking lefty, I went in. Oh, Dreaming, no, you can't come in and attacking lefty. Only I'm allowed to attack lefty.
I was chilling, Dream. I didn't even say nothing.
No. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. So, all right. So that's the inputs issue that I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit, because I knew that there was an input system, because I've heard different creators say, "Oh, I've been using a new input system," thinking like, "Oh, that must be nice," but then they're saying they're not.
I mean, the input system isn't bad. It's just the AI has been tweaked. I want some transparency about that.
I
agree.
I think they deserve to give us a little bit more transparency overall.
Mm-hmm.
Overall,
every update, the AI, something's different with the AI.
Lefty, where are you driving?
I'm being honest though.
Where are you driving
to? Pittsburgh.
Bruh.
Pittsburgh.
Why didn't you just say, fam, look, I got to drive to Pittsburgh. I can't make it.
Ghost Dog, I know you. You would have roasted me.
No,
So,
I would have roasted you, but I would have understood. I ain't that kind of man.
I'm literally,
guys.
I'm like 5 minutes away from my house though. So.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Sounds a little wet where you're coming from.
That's what she said.
It was raining all day here today.
Really, it's been nothing but sun for me.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's not raining over here. It's just my car is just moved by.
Where do you live,
and I are in
Lefty?
the same state.
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
Yeah,
You
Captain and I
say
are in the
Pittsburgh? You just went up to Pittsburgh?
same state. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused. We were just dropping something off and then going back home to Maryland.
I jump a
That's a
Mustang.
bit of-
I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere as fast as I want. Like you ain't catching this car.
I'm not questioning your vehicle of choice. I'm just saying that's quite
Why is that? What's the destination?
Yep, Lefty.
Yeah, Lefty, come pick
Philadelphia.
us up.
Oh, hold on. Two of y'all live in California?
Maybe. Yeah,
I
come
live
pick
in
us up.
Canada. It's a bit of a drive, but
I'm about to say, I know Legacy lives in Canada. Ghost Star lives in, I'm assuming, Indianapolis?
Indianapolis, yeah. Legacy's part of Canada is not the close part to you, though, Lefty.
Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's on that other coast of Canada.
yeah.
Yeah.
But next roundtable in person. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm here for it.
it'd be cool if we could have these and then like keep doing these, and then by the time if we all end up going to like Comic-Con, we have in person one.
Oh, that would be sick.
That would be
That would be
Well,
fun.
it wouldn't be this Comic-Con because
Please.
I have to pay for it.
You have what?
I'll save up money for
A
that.
wedding.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You might want to pay for that, I guess.
Gotta pay for
Hold on, Ghost Dog. You're getting married, Ghost Dog?
Shut up.
Oh shit.
No one knew this at all.
I've never heard him mention that.
Nobody at all. All right, so I want to open this up to you guys. Those were the two topics I wanted to discuss. Anybody have anything they would like to talk about that they've seen cancel the wedding by calf crystals? No, Dreaming, I'm not canceling the wedding.
He raises a good point. Okay. Imagine all the 6 stars you could get. You might find a Spider-Man 2099.
I definitely, with the money I've already spent on the rings alone, I probably could find a Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Only one though?
Only
At least one. I mean, with my RNG luck on it, yes, probably just one.
Wow, that's fair.
Oh man, let's move on. All right, so what else would we like to discuss tonight? Those are the two topics that I really wanted to kind of touch bases on. I kind of want to open this up to other people about issues in the game, or let's talk about this. Let's talk about content that's going to come up in the game that we like. Legacy, you dropped a really interesting video on Battlegrounds, in
Yes.
a tournament you'd like to do or see possibly
Mm-hmm.
in the future. Since we have you live, and maybe not everybody's seen it yet, can you discuss that just in a quick detail, like what your thought process was?
Yeah, sure. So, what I'd love to see for Battlegrounds for like the Summoner Showdown this year is basically you grind Battlegrounds in the game, top like 32 people, make it into like the Summoner Showdown. Like the first 2 rounds are online, then we get to like top 8. Kabam flies those top 8 out to like a live spot wherever, and then we have it like a big event, kind of like Comic Con, but like its own thing. Have a bunch of YouTubers come out, like that'd be so much fun, and like
That would be cool.
imagine like going to like a tournament and watching like a Battlegrounds tournament. Like that would I would love
Yeah.
That would be
I would
sick.
love that so much. And just seeing all you guys, other people in the community, it'd be so much
Kind of
fun.
like watching like a big sports game, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, or
That's kinda
or like
weird.
the big esports, like Call of Duty
Esports,
tournaments and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it would be
Hell
kind of
yeah,
sick.
dude, that would be so awesome.
And what they could have at this live event is some people commentating it, which I volunteer for.
Yes.
yeah,
I would
Captain.
love to comment.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wouldn't win it.
I thought I was as I was watching Laxy's video, it was funny because like a day or two before that, I tweeted out something about Battlegrounds, like I'd love to commentate for a big tournament, and then Legacy made that video, and I was like, whoa. Like our minds were like thinking along the same lines. And initially, as I was watching this video, I'm like, "Oh man, that'd be fun to be in that tournament." But I'm like, "Let's be real, I ain't making it that far in the
I'm not making it that
tournament." So, what skill do I have that could be part of this? Is I think I'd have a blast commentating something like that. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So I think I
Is it
remember
really
you
hard?
saying in your video legacy that the way it would work would be like during off season of war, they would have like a 3-week period where we would just battle against each other for
Yeah.
seeding purposes, leading up to the time frame before Comic Con, right?
Yeah, something like that. Kabam can handle the logistics, but that's the basis of the idea. That's what I'd love to see.
Would
And then
would you base that off of like maybe a few months worth of battling, or would it be like you have so many wins and then you fall, or so many losses and then you fall out, or
yeah,
would-
probably like anywhere from like 3 to 7 weeks worth of prep time to grind, I'd say would be good.
Okay.
And then have a tournament for like the vast community as well. Basically, how it works in Clash Royale is you build a deck, and then you just find a match, and then for every win that you get, you like unlock rewards, and then as soon as you get to like a certain amount of losses, then you're out. And I'd love to see that for the vast community. Could have really really sick rewards, and it be like tiered based, like Masters, Platinum, Gold type thing, like an Alliance War for everyone. I think that'd be really really cool.
I like the other idea you had in your video where you talked about having like a few major tournaments too. So like I have kind of like
Yeah.
small ones that are just kind of like online or just competing in game kind of stuff, but then have some big ones spread out
Like
throughout
live
the year,
events.
live ones that
Yes.
are like the main ones. Like you win these ones, you get more points toward like an overall standings or something like that. Kind of like if anyone out there follows the PGA Tour and like golf, they basically have their 4 major tournaments that weigh a lot of points and everything. So
yeah,
Yeah, just
weigh a
like
lot of
that.
points to get you into the big playoff tournament.
yeah, exactly. I think that'd be a really
Julie
cool
Rice
thing.
is minor league MCOC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dreaming versus Ghost Dog, number 32C versus 8,900.
yeah, I see that.
Which seed is which
what
though?
makes you think I'd be that low, bruh?
Major
I mean-
league MCOC is Julie Ray. MLM. Medium like medium? Oh wait.
Medium?
Lefty's favorite.
That would exclude Lefty.
No. Okay, well, I would just use Ghost. I didn't know I was getting attacked today.
You always get
You said what?
you always get attacked.
You always get
I know,
attacked.
for no reason.
It's definitely if I'm around, he's getting it. He's catching it. He's catching
Right.
it. Catching it.
When I have my own roundtable discussion, it's just going to be me discussing y'all.
Hey,
It's gonna be. It's not gonna be a.
yeah, I don't get your fight.
It's not gonna be a discussion. It's gonna be a roast. It's gonna be a
So,
roast.
Right.
Let's talk. I'm gonna start with Sim on this one. Sim, things you would like to see. What things do you like about Battlegrounds? What would you like to see come from Battlegrounds?
I like the like the format in general, I really like. Especially compared to like incursions, where you don't have to link up with somebody specific for an hour or two. It's the matches are very quick. You can get Are you honking at me, Lefty? What's the deal?
I was. I'm glad you noticed.
So I like the duration of the matches. I like the strategy involved in, it's fighting isn't just the only important thing. The strategy of picking your attackers and your defenders out of the deck is also very important. Like if you have a bad selection, like you're probably going to lose. So a lot of strategy involved there. Things that would change. I've been pretty vocal. I hate the energy cost. I think that it should have its own energy rather than relying on quest energy.
Agreed.
I really dislike that choice. The idea of like mastery swapping is a big problem.
Yep.
That's a whole nother topic. That's
expensive
just a
and
masteries top. Yeah, that's just
I mean
it
fits in though. Like it's expensive and slow to switch masteries. Like the the next beta that's coming up. I'm basically just not gonna to do it because I don't want to swap my masters around, and they're not going to be free this time around. So, and I don't know how they're going to work out boosts. Like, are boosts basically going to be required for competitive battlegrounds the way that it kind of is for war? That would also be a pretty big bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know BG talked a lot about in a couple of his videos about like just these like taxes for playing the mode, just as like a barrier to entry, and I kind of agree with that. So I if they want to make this competitive mode, it needs to be more accessible and less restrictive for people to jump in, and like stuff like the energy and the boosts and the masteries are the opposite of that, in my opinion.
Agree. Lefty, what about? Well, I'll let you get in the house first. How about that, Captain? What about you? Battlegrounds.
Okay, yeah. Before I get into my thoughts, someone in the chat has a good idea. Natalie said that if we had some kind of spectator mode for Battlegrounds, that would be cool. And I would say we could even expand a spectator mode. I've always thought it'd be cool to have a spectator mode inside of like fights like Alliance War, because it'd be fun to kind of just. I mean, it might put more pressure, but also it'd be kind of fun to follow your opponents and see when they're fighting. You kind of watch their fight as they do it, because I know that was a big thing back in the day when I used to play Clash of Clans. If anyone's played that, you might be familiar. They have a similar kind of clan versus clan war-based kind of thing where you attack bases, and when you see someone's attacking a live base, you can spectate and watch the entire attack of how it happens. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. You can kind of see, you can learn strategies from it. So I've always thought that'd be a cool feature to add into Alliance War, and in this case also Battlegrounds, which would also make it fun for doing like tournaments and everything. It'd be a lot easier to spectate. You could just spectate their match rather than having to like pull up their stream and watch it that way, kind of thing. But yeah, overall, Battlegrounds, I think the biggest thing for me is a lot of what similar already touched on is the masteries be having to switch back and forth. Again, another thing that Clash of Clans had really well was they had base setups that you just hit a button and you switch between one base and go to the other one. I've always said
we've only been asking for this.
I know it's like
6 years.
It was. I remember in 2018, the first Comic-Con I went to, that was like one of the first things I talked to them about. It was like, can we get a mastery swapping thing?
Yep.
Like, still 4 years later, we have nothing. So that the energy cost, I don't like the energy cost, but overall, I think it's really good. I think the timers might need a little bit of adjusting too. That first defender having to select always seems like it's super fast.
And the glitch, that one glitch that
the glitch where like if you
was terrible.
Yeah, obviously they'll have to hopefully be able to work that out and fix it. So those are kind of my main concerns with it, but also I'm really excited for the game mode. I think it'll opens a lot of opportunities for sure.
Xander, I think you're the only one I haven't asked yet.
Well, you said you get back to Lefty too on it as well.
Yeah.
I forget.
Are you in the house now?
I'm going to leave.
No, are you in the house?
Yes, I'm in the house.
Oh, okay. Look, bro. We heard gunshots. I know you're in DC. We heard gunshots. We heard car horns, and sirens, and everything go by. I just want to make sure you made it in.
He seems no worse for the wear though. So,
So, Battlegrounds, likes,
Um,
dislike changes.
I like Battlegrounds. It's something new and fresh for the game. I feel like it's something we should have had years ago. But I feel like we need to know what the rewards are. Like we've been paying on a beta, like they haven't given us any indication of what the rewards could be. And I also want to know how
It's
they
your
come up with
enjoyment,
the rating.
Lefty. It's just the enjoyment of being able to play a different mode.
Satisfaction.
True.
Your satisfaction isn't enough.
No.
Are you
Nah,
not
that's fair.
entertained?
Yeah.
Are
You're not entertained.
I'm entertained, but I want rewards. I want more
He
rank
wants to
4s and
win.
rank 5. Right. And I want to know how they do their scoring, because sometimes the scoring doesn't always make sense to me.
I agree with
True.
that.
So-
And I feel like there has to be some way they can figure out how to, like, because the Nick Fury cheese, like, if you're familiar, if it ever happened to you where someone intentionally, and I say someone, by someone I mean Legacy, who did it to me, he did it to me in the beta. I was so salty that time because I had such a great fight, and then he pops up with 100% health. I was like, "What?" Like stuff like that. I mean, it is strategy, but at the same time, I don't know. It feels cheap.
I
yeah.
agree, because sometimes I'll win a round, but I don't understand how I win the round because I have low health.
Mhm.
They have higher health than me, but I still won that round, and I'm not sure if it's really consistent. And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like people get bumped out of a round, and they automatically lose that round, and I win the entire thing for unknown reasons. So
I think one thing they should definitely add too is if you kill your defender and they don't, it should be an automatic win for if you defeated the defender.
I agree.
Even if, like, because that's happened many times.
More points.
Yeah, that's happened more times. Many times where it's like I had more health, but I didn't kill the defender, but they're really low, and then the other person killed them but lost. It's like that just doesn't make sense. Like,
It seems that the big winning factor is time. If you don't defeat the defender in enough time, you're screwed. There's just there's no winning for you.
Yeah.
just to add more time, in my opinion.
What I would love to see is if you finish the fight with like 90% health or 95% health, you get like a bonus points for playing perfectly, even though if you take more time. I'd love to see that.
Like a health threshold kind of point base.
They could change the scoring based on the meta too. Like, like a thing like masochism is really designed to prolong the fight. So, maybe that is an example where beating the fight quickly should earn you a few more points. But depending on whatever set of nodes they come up with, time may not be as important, and skillful play should be more important and rewarded.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I'm saying this with somebody else, and I don't know how many other people have started doing this. I think it was Captain. I think it was you I was talking to about this, where now my rank ups, a lot of them now are more geared towards what I use as champion in Battlegrounds now, or how could I use this champion in Battlegrounds? Would they be a defender? Be a good defender? Would they be a good, good attacker? Would they be good on both ends? Like some of the more recent rank ups were like Iron Man Infinity Warrior rank 3, Max Sig, Maul rank 3, and about 2 months ago, I probably never would have done that. But with Battlegrounds being on the scene, I think now I'm ranking up defenders that I probably wouldn't have thought about before.
I literally took up Terax the other day because of it. Like I never would have taken him up. And but now, like that I haven't ranked 3, I'm actually realizing like he actually does some good damage. Like he's kind of fun. But I never
pick up Groot.
Did you see what he just said?
I'm Groot.
Who took up
Groot?
Best defender
He's gonna be so annoying. He's gonna be so annoying in Battlegrounds. He takes off debuffs. He has healing.
He could be right. He could be onto something.
They put that node from map 8 on there, the one where it is buffed up attacker, buffed up defender, and Groot's there. You'll win because Groot will just be in malice the entire time.
I agree.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it on it's the
Regular
beginning
Groot
of my
doesn't have
path 3.
malice. Regular Groot does not have malice.
Not malice, but that whatever that little icon is that doesn't let him start getting his buffs.
What is it? Gentle Giant? No, I forgot.
Whatever it is, it's terrible.
The fact that you guys know this much about Groot is impressive to me. Like, I just know he sucks. And he shrugs off and he gets buffs. That's all I know. I couldn't tell you how he does anything that he does.
Defensive node, and you'll figure out how much he really sucks. Man,
we have an interesting question here.
Go ahead.
How many years does MCC have left on it, in your opinion? I'm wondering if they're going to make a sequel in the near future. I doubt there'll be a sequel.
Well, they tried. I feel like they didn't have a sequel necessarily, but they tried to have a spin-off, and that we all know how that went.
Dooley Ray just
We all
says,
seen how that went.
Yeah.
Dooley Ray just says, I don't foresee an MCOC sequel. MROC was the attempt, and that didn't go well.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a sequel.
I don't think it was a sequel.
No, it wasn't intended. It was
more,
like a parallel.
Like an
It was
extension.
Yeah,
it was
an
heavily
expansion.
story-based.
Yeah.
It was more so story-based
Mhm.
rather than...
How many years do you think is left, though?
We got another 5 solid years.
I was going to say, I'd give it 5 more
5.
years.
as long
I'd say 5 more
as long as they keep cranking out Marvel movies, I mean, they have at least new characters to add right there.
The biggest thing is, I mean, like we're talking about, we don't really notice the issues as much. We notice them, but not as bad. But there are some people out there saying like the game is completely unplayable. Like I look at them like, okay, it's unplayable. Like, what's your device?
What game are you playing?
Yeah.
What game are you playing? Exactly.
What's your device? What game are
they
you
mean
playing?
MROC is unplayable now. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
MROC
I'm not
is
talking about
literally
MCOC.
unplayable.
but I do know a lot of people have left recently. Some due to the input issues, some due to other things, some due just to life in general. Like the game has taken a back seat where it felt like maybe 2.5 years ago was probably the peak of the game. When maybe, I don't know, maybe that might have even been too far back. Maybe at the beginning of Act 7. So about a year and a half ago, roughly year and a half ago.
It's hard to say. I feel like it's had many peaks. I feel like, I think Battlegrounds is definitely trending it in a way back up into a good position. It's getting some people more excited about it again.
I think that's going to have to be about the rewards, though. If Battlegrounds is good and the rewards are terrible, then you're basically going to have. And I like incursions, but the rewards for incursions aren't that great.
Yeah,
I never do incursions. It's just not my thing.
I think my answer really depends on the launch of Battlegrounds. Like if it launches and it is, they fix what a lot of people have issues with, and people are playing it, enjoying it. I feel like it could almost support the game itself for many, many more years to come. But if it's DOA, then
Kabam just has to get the logistics right, man.
What were you gonna say on incursions?
So good.
What were you gonna say on incursions, Lex?
It's good for gold. I've been doing it.
Yeah.
I've been running low on gold. So if you need gold,
I don't understand the gold need.
The gold need?
Yeah.
Some people. When you.
I mean,
when you
said
set
that,
something, it's nice to rank up.
I was just about to say that. I don't know about the 29 to rank up. You have plenty of gold. Like,
Dude, rank 4s drain your gold real quick.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have one yet, so
yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting at 30.5 million currently.
Dude, I even don't want to rank up my 6 stars to rank 3 right now, dude. They take so much gold in ISO.
Yep.
I don't even bat an eye when I take somebody rank 3. It's like, rank 3.
Only Spider-Man 2099.
Wow. So everybody's in on it tonight. Okay, I see.
I never said anything, Ghost Dog.
Thanks, Legacy. I appreciate that.
He's just buying his time, waiting for a good opportunity.
It'll come. Even MSD comes in every so often, and throws a quick jab.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. We're too nice. Okay.
That's right.
I get it.
Don't worry, Legacy. I got your back. I'll be mean for you then.
Lefty's like, I'll double down. I'll double down on this.
It's okay. You double down on that. You double down on that, and I'll double down on Nolan Penny. How about that?
You know what?
Bye.
Jason Jabari Gaming, or Jay Will, says, I have 3 rank 4s, and I'm broke as hell from the rank 4s and 3s. I can get
what a problem to have, though.
MSD, speaking of the devil.
I never said
Focus.
anything about my rank for Spider-Man 2099. That was my second rank for my account in 2022.
Yeah, they kind of baited MSD into that one when I was on call with him one time. I
Yep.
was like, oh.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, Battlegrounds. What else is coming? Oh, they talked about Relics, right?
Yes.
Like, have we heard
Oh,
anything
dude,
more
I
about
completely
those?
forgot about Relics.
Can we talk about Relics?
I don't even know.
I don't know
I-
anything
I
about
was
them.
I know
rewatching
nothing.
a video where like they were talking about future stuff, and they were saying that relics would be like champion specific masteries. That's what it would kind of be like. So that's all I really know. But that sounds exciting. I would love if there was a relic that would let you take like one of your synergies, and you don't need to have the synergy partner there.
Oh,
That'd be
that would be
amazing.
That would
so
be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be like adding suicides just to A champ. Essentially, is what that boiled down to.
Yeah, I don't. That sounds way too strong, but yeah, something.
Yeah,
to that.
it's when I think of something like that, like or like giving a champion an ability that they don't really aren't supposed to have, like giving slow to a non-slow champ or something, like just the exponential number of interactions that could cause in content. Like it's like mind-blowing to think about how dangerous it could potentially be.
I
Hey,
forget.
7 stars, man.
No, please God, no. I think I promise you. I
No,
promise
7
you, if
stars.
7 stars come out anytime in the next 2 years, I will probably, if I haven't already packed up and left by then, I will pack up and leave.
I agree. That's why I'm glad about relics. I think
Yeah.
that's the way
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
faith
I'll
in
just
them.
play-
A lot
I'll
of
just
people
play
are like,
for it.
oh
I'll
no,
just
they're gonna make them bad or something. I have faith.
I mean,
Um,
we don't need 7 stars. There's no place to use 6-star rank 3s or rank 4s right now. So
Sure.
Bring
There's no-
Labyrinth number 2 or Realm of Legends number 2.
or
why would you say
Abyss-
realm?
Abyss
You mean
2 or
Abyss number 2?
Well, no, I mean like
just
yeah,
whatever that next plateau of content
I feel
is.
like, I guess in my experience, I feel like Labyrinth was like a little more than just a step up from Abyss. I feel like I guess I would just like to see like another type of Labyrinth content, and then there could be like an Abyss number 2. That's just me. How I see it.
Any content I'd love to see. Natalie saying Kabam also spoke about these alliance raids. That's true. Kabam also
That's
said
true.
that Galactus is coming this year, so he's probably coming by summer, and there'll probably be alliance
What
raids.
are they gonna
too.
bring in his foot?
I don't know, man.
Because when we asked about this before, they said that he was too big to bring into the game.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be like a playable character.
Who?
Oh,
Like,
no.
like the next big boss.
Galactus.
Oh, Galactus.
As a boss, we're gonna be punching him in his thigh.
Well, if,
You know, some of these
in
champions can
alliance
fly.
raids that could work. Like all 30 of your alliance fighting against him at once.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would love something like that where like it's
Well,
kind of I'd say like say it's like a quest map that you could bring all of like your alliance mates. It could be like like an alliance quest type thing, but like all of you could you could even try to spectate them too, but all of you take turns trying to take down this big Galactus.
If you get into his HP, yeah,
So much exciting stuff coming to the game.
Yeah.
it is.
Dually Ray.
There always is good thing.
Really
Alpha,
right
what's
there.
going on? Manuel, hello. DTX, think about the champ with the ability to phase like Kitty and Ghost. I don't. Maybe that was for an earlier part of our discussion. Yeah, kind of like the raids in Pokemon Go. Yeah, where you attack a base or attack a certain boss
Yeah.
type character. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I've always thought it'd be cool too if they added a game mode where we could just like fight previous big bad bosses that we've had. Like
oh
the
god,
Yes,
yes, the
please.
danger room.
Infinitely, yes, like a danger room where we get to fight like the old Thanos.
We were just talking
Just
about that the other day.
The bosses
Just saying
from
that.
from like Summer of Pain, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think that'd be
Yes,
really
bring back all the
cool.
Summer Pain bosses in there,
Oh,
like
that-
the what is it? The Comic Con like Thanos, like the Gauntlet Thanos.
Yeah.
All of those.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Just for testing
just-
stuff against.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
just-
I think it'd
They
just
should
be
just
fun.
put that mode in the. They should just put that mode in the game where you can just fight older bosses. Like not even for like rewards unless you wanted them, but let's have a mode where you can just fight the best bosses that we had, like the champion,
Yeah.
Nameless Thanos, Summer of Pain. I think that would be kind of a cool mode in my opinion.
I feel like there should be an option. Like if you've explored a chapter of a quest, then it should unlock either like a portal straight to the boss, or
Yeah.
like a separate like
Ooh.
danger room quest
Please.
where
That
the
would be
danger
it
room,
pretty
unlocks
cool.
like
Yeah,
it
that
Bear
would
me the
unlocks like a
sanity
gate
of-
to that boss.
Spare me the
That would-
sanity of going through the path over and over and over again. Just let me teleport to the boss, please.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
That'd be
to do.
so much better for making content.
Oh
Yes,
Exactly.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They could also have like a timer or something, or like a world record, or like let's say MSD defeated, I don't know, what's his name, Luke Cage in the Abyss in like 2 minutes. That could be attached to that particular boss for anyone to try to top or beat.
So
I think
so
that
who
was kinda cool.
started
I
it
feel like
first?
Put a
Was it
leaderboard
you-
on there.
Was it you, Legacy, that
Yeah.
started the Guinness of World Record?
yeah, I think that was
think-
me.
Yeah.
I'm the
And now
Grandmaster.
everybody's looking for that new record to taking down things.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Guinness Book World Records, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, is there Legacy? Have you created a record that can't be broken?
I don't know.
I'm about to say, I only can think of one. The Ghost Rider. He did it in what, 5 minutes or
56
7 minutes?
seconds.
That's our. I think that's
No,
maybe
he did like all of ROL, like very short.
Yeah, I'm
amount
talking
of
about like
time.
the entire. Yeah, about to say, I think it was like 5 or 7 minutes. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I think Slayer did it with rank 4
Yeah.
CGR though. It'd be
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
he
did
did.
it.
But
Yeah.
you did yours
I
like
mean-
a rank 3, so that
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
therefore
about to say it's rank 3.
better.
It's still. I think Panda Man Pete got the record for number of hits on Winter Soldier. I think he did it in 37.
Someone did it in like 3 with them.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's been a domino
Yeah.
clip where someone
Yeah.
used the heavy attack and killed him,
Yeah, used the
basically.
heavy attack and killed him. I don't know.
I wonder how many tries that took for the right RNG.
Dude,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I
You
tried
killed
that.
Winter
I
Soldier?
spent like 2 hours trying to recreate that, and I didn't even
Really?
get close.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how they did it, but there was something how I was like fully boosted, I think, and you just had to
So
get
you
it
had to have fully
RNG.
boost, max synergy,
full and just had to get
RNG
it
on your-
had to get a crit on the heavies, and then was it a special 2 as well? Maybe can't remember. I think it's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Julie Ray said in Captain's chat, Relics, why did we fight 12.0 just to suffer? I just want the chair.
Dude, if we could go back to 12.0, like I just duped my OG Thor 6-star, like I'd love
Scarlet Witch.
to get the OG Thor back.
Can I have OG Scarlet
I
Witch
want-
back, please?
I want OG Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Strange.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
I never
too.
got to test out Doctor Strange, dude. I was so
I'll
upset.
ask that question DTX in a minute.
Oh man. Rest in
DTS
peace.
is asking Legacy, who's 100% 7.4, and I know that Sim, you're close to being done with Act 7.
No,
Nope.
No.
He just started. He started yesterday.
I just
exploring.
did. I just explored 7.1
Oh,
yesterday.
okay, that's what it
Yep.
was. My bad. Captain Howard, you're doing your
I-
exploration.
I've just done
coming
it.
up, right?
Just done initial clear. Yeah, I
Okay,
realized
so Legacy,
I
think,
should
is
have
the
done
only one
it
100%
sooner because of the features.
Or wait a minute, Xander, have you 100%
No, dude.
Excellent.
I only did the initial completion.
initial completion? Okay. So
Lefties.
yes,
I
Legacy.
think no.
Only
Left
one here with 100%.
Yeah, Lefty's not 100% yet. He's almost
Not
there.
until spring cleaning. Not until spring cleaning. is what
I
he said.
yeah, I'm waiting until spring cleaning because I want to take up 2 for 6
All
stars
right,
for like 4.
no one's talking to you, Lefty. Hey, Legacy.
What's up, buddy?
So this question is directly for you from DTX. For in-game players like Lags, do you wish they would come out with another Abyss-type content soon now that some Act 7 is 100%?
Oh yeah, man. The more content, the better. But
Yeah.
that's unrealistic to ask for that. Like too much. That takes a lot of time.
It
and
does
for
take a lot of
them
time.
to
I'm
make.
I'm sure it's something
But-
they have in the back of their minds. They're already working on.
Mhm.
I just want
toward,
to kind of put it out there like Summer of Pain that came out last summer was supposed to come out the summer before.
Yeah.
So
That's what I say. It doesn't need to be like Abyss level. Like, Summer of Pain proved that you can have enjoyable, difficult content that doesn't have to be like, 5 or 6 hours long per
they were
path
just
or whatever.
straight boss fights, right? They were just like,
Yeah.
there's this boss that with these nodes that were from the past that we kind of beefed up a little bit. Have at it. If you beat it, you get this.
I still want more fights like the Superior King fight. That fight to me is near perfect. Like the
Yeah,
fact
it's a
that
really
they
cool
slow down
unique
time.
one.
Awesome.
You know, they took
Mm.
they took tapping and swiping to a whole different level. Like you don't just tap and swipe in this game anymore. You got to press, hold, slide
Mhm.
slowly. Like
Slide to
that
the
fight
left.
to me is right. 2 to the right. But
2 hops this time.
that fight, that fight to me is the best fight in the game, in my opinion. It's the best fight in the game. Like I love
No,
everything about that
Fun
fight.
when it works. It's fun. When
Yeah,
it works.
Pretty bugged. It's pretty bugged.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
bugged at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's bugged, the fact that the stuff you got to do to be able to do damage. Like I've seen Legacy get solos. I've seen Lefty get solos. It's just amazing fight, you know.
Lefty, wait a minute. Wait, where's the video?
that
I haven't
yourself?
seen the video.
I want to see this video of you getting on regular
Hey.
content.
No, you can't change the scope up and down. That's not what I agreed to.
No, we're not talking about your little crazy bet. We're talking about actual stuff now.
I'm still gonna try to solo with though.
MS Metal Sonic Dude says, "Yeah, I've seen MSD get solos too. Same here."
I was trying to egg MSD into like before the content was dropped to try to get him to say he was gonna get a solo the day of, but he didn't really do it. He was humble about it. He still got a solo the day of, but still.
So, well, since we're on how good that fight was, favorite fight to date. We know what Lefties is. Let's start with Xander. Xander, favorite fight to date.
2099.
No, not champion to date. You don't even know how to use them. Like Lefty, I literally yelled at you because you had the perfect champ for a no. And I was like,
you know how to use it. Have it rank 3. That's not the requirement.
Said Spider-Man.
2099. Favorite fight in the game.
you don't even know how to use them. Shut up. Go.
I'm okay with
Xander.
that. I can watch like
Favorite fight you're to date in the contest.
I gotta say, it's a toss up between Kang 7.3 Kang and Gwenmaster. Gwenmaster, more specifically, more specifically to her because she was one where I got like a perfect solo where like I didn't lose like 100% of my health. But I like all of the fights. I liked Grandmaster, Gwenmaster, Kang, and Superior Kang. But if I had to pick one, it would definitely be Gwenmaster. It's pretty fun.
Metal Suede, dude. Oh, you guys are too funny.
I'm reading my chat, and I swear to God, man, I swear to God, one more word out of your mouth about this unranked Spider-Man 2099 that you just got sitting on your bench. I'm going to time you out. I swear to God, I am.
Do it, you won't.
Captain, favorite fight to date before I hurt something.
Oh gosh, probably something in Act 1. I don't know. I don't know. I think
for your speed, right?
Yeah, it's just it really fits my play style, you know. I think it's kind of, I don't know if this is a cop out answer, but the Summer of Pain was just fun. Just having a week to try to get a solo on each champion because like you could enter it as many times as you wanted. I enjoyed that a lot, and I think I got solo on most of those. There's only a few times where I gave up on it and revived, but that and I guess the Grandmaster fight was fun once you got the hang of it. I enjoyed that one, I guess.
Duly right. He said, "I like the fights where you have the time to go make tea between hits." My play style.
they nerfed it, Dooley. Sorry, dude.
They nerfed that part, Dooley.
They nerfed it,
Hey,
unfortunately.
when is Dooley Ray coming back to streaming? I miss his content.
Yeah, he streamed the one time.
He's this is the second time I've seen him in as many streams, so he's making an appearance, Dooley. Do you have any announcement there, or are you just chilling saying hello again? We'd love to.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Falling back
I can't wait for that show.
I can't wait either, dude. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, let's see. Sim, did I ask you yet? No, I didn't ask you. Sim,
I would say Superior Kang is far and away my favorite fight in the game. I really liked the old Nameless Thanos fights. Those were really fun. I liked Gwenmaster. So those are probably my top 3, I think, that I can think of.
We do have an announcement from Dooley. He says, "Announcement: I will be eating pizza rolls for dinner tonight."
Will you be streaming it?
It's
Streaming it.
Live streaming eating. In Ghost Dog's chat, DTX says Captain's best fight was against the featured Crystal and getting Loki.
wow.
Yep.
Those Lokis, dude. All those Lokis.
Yeah,
Legacy, your favorite fight in the game contest to date? Because you've done all content 100% as far as I know.
Once Legacy, he does it 100% the day it comes out. Like, do you ever get like bored? Like, damn, I have nothing to do in this game right now.
why I got a second account now.
Smart.
Do it again.
To do it all again.
Keep doing it. Just keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Take my time.
This
Favorite
couldn't
fight,
be a
actually, Labyrinth Maestro.
Ooh,
Labyrinth,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Really?
nice.
a,
That's a good
a
one.
classic, a classic.
What about
remember-
it? What about it you like so much?
I remember when I like first started playing this game, and I watched a video of Maestro and Labyrinth, and I saw like 300,000 PI, and I was like, I remember like freaking. I'm like,
Yeah.
how, like what, like how is
Right.
that even possible? And then finally doing it and having soloed it a couple times, it's just, I don't know, I just love it. I love Maestro. I love evading his special one. So satisfying. You know?
Definitely satisfying.
Yeah, any fight. There's a lot of champs. It's just satisfying to evade. Those are my favorite fights.
Taskmaster SP1, one of my favorites.
Yep,
Right, Lefty?
a good one.
No, hard pass. Hard pass. I'm good.
Had some problems with that, Lefty.
I did. But only when he's unblockable though. Like I just cannot dex his SP1 when he's unblockable for some odd reason. Even with Ghost, I get slaughtered.
It is a rhythm. It's a rhythm thing. So.
It's a nice rhythm when you find it. I'll
For
admit it.
Taskmaster?
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
SP1.
SP1.
I love it.
He was kicking my behind, CaptainBayeee. Like his special, I don't know what content was in, but his special attacks were unblockable. He kept throwing his
Oof.
SP1. I just could not dex it.
It's Act
Gosh.
7, isn't
Could
it?
not.
Mhm.
Was it Act 7? It might
Yeah,
have
except for
been.
Act 7, because I
Yeah.
think I just did that fight.
Well, so I got wrecked in all of Act 7, so
He says it's all a blur. They all
all-
felt the same. They all feel the same.
I
Oh,
can't
man.
dex them. They're all the same.
I can't talk because I'm trying to think. I think mine was Act 5 Ultron. 5, 4, 6.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
one.
did that with a
That's a
3-star.
good
And the first time I
3-star
did it,
Loki?
the first time I did it because I had no other counter.
Nice.
And because I did so well with it in the 3-star Loki, I just kept doing it with 3-star Loki, even though by the time I got back to exploring it, I had better counters. I was like, but I like the way Loki did it. So
Yeah. The only time you really want to use Loki.
I don't.
It's the only time I really wanted to use Loki.
I honestly don't think I've even ever used him for that fight. I think I just used
Yeah,
Medusa. I think I just used Medusa every time.
Yeah, fair.
Dooley Ray asking
It's a
Cap.
challenge to go do it, so
Oh,
get
they-
there eventually.
we'll see if I ever do it.
Hey, Sim, I don't know what happened. Someone removed your message from the chat. I don't know what happened.
Dooley Ray asked Cap, "Do you know anything about Loki?" I know he's a mischievous fella, and you know that's about it. You know, God of
Well,
Mischief.
he's going to rank 3.
He's from
When is he
Jotunheim. Yeah. When is he going to rank 3?
When's he going to rank 4? That's better.
Yeah.
That's the question.
When is he going to
Rank 4 Loki,
4?
dude. Come on.
Yes,
If you get,
don't make
if
me
you get
do it.
Mystic, if you get Mystic 3 to 4, you got to do it. You
Yes.
got it.
Yes.
I mean,
Back
there is a
seven.
Groot out there, rank 4.
1 out of 6 chance, man. You got to do it.
I
If
don't
you
know
don't
about
do it,
that.
I'll use that generic 3 to 4 gem I have on the CCP beta and rank 4 Loki. I'll do it. I will do it.
That's
Such a-
nothing. We're
Such a
talking real
sacrifice,
skill
Xander, on
here.
the CCP.
I
server.
believe
I'll do it on the
I
live
believe
stream
it. At one point, I did take him to rank 3 on the CCP, and I did get a solo on Iron Man Infinity War.
Yeah, Iron Man
Like,
Infinity
it's
War.
one of my
true.
proudest
That's true,
videos.
yep.
I think the fact that I
You're
got a solo with Loki on there was pretty
That's a
impressive.
pretty good video.
So, like,
Pretty good video.
go watch it, guys. Loki OP.
Pretty good
You
video.
heard it here first. But on the live server, I think it's just blocked. It doesn't allow me to take him up. I've tried.
Oh my God,
I've tried.
not
It
this
just
again.
doesn't work.
Not this.
Solid plug cap. Yeah, self plug there. You know, little.
Yeah. All right.
Work.
So,
I don't do a lot of gameplay videos, so when I do, and there's a good one I'm proud of, watch it.
So we've pretty much talked about a lot of different things today. We talked about some of the tougher things like the AW potions and the input issues, but we also talked about some of the great stuff that's happening in the game coming up, and some of the stuff that we like, and some of the stuff that we're hoping to see here in the near future. We talked about one thing we want to change in AW. What's the one thing that we want to see in 2022 in the game? And I'll start with Lefty.
Okay.
One
Finally,
thing.
My time is time.
One thing, Lefty. I don't want to hear a 35-minute ramble about all the things you would change in the game.
6-star ghosts.
Well, when I
everywhere.
was born, I was giving.
All right, so moving on.
Many moons ago.
being honest. One thing I will want to see, I want to
Hey,
see
can
mastery
somebody
profiles.
come Will Smith this guy?
It was the eve of.
I want to see
Wow.
mastery profiles.
He
I
said
feel
Will
like
Smith.
I'm
This
tired
guy.
So,
Jeez.
in my career, is that what you want, or you want to be Chris Rock, this guy?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Tell us
mastery
or not?
profiles is what I want to see. I just told you. I said
Mastery
mastery
profile?
profile.
Okay.
Yeah, like where you don't have to like previously take all your masteries back and then put them back one by one. It'd be nice if you could just save them. I definitely want to see that in the game.
Xander.
And I want to see Ghost Dog
No,
not get.
no. You had your time.
One thing I want to see in 2022. Lefty pretty much said it. I'd like to see mastery presets.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. too.
it was promised this year. I would definitely love to see it. Something else I would like to see.
How come he gets more than one? But I'll be quiet.
Because Lefty, because
You stole the thing I wanted to say.
I'm trying to hope he finds something different.
Wish crystals.
Wish crystals. Thank you,
Wish
Legacy.
crystals, yes.
Yep.
I forgot
guys.
about those.
I am starving, so I'm gonna go get some food. But thanks for having me on. This was really fun.
Yeah,
I'm literally ordering Domino's
Hey,
right
Lion.
now.
Legacy, congratulations on your opening.
Thanks, Lefty.
All right,
Alright,
Lex.
guys.
Thanks for
This-
joining.
Yeah.
I
This was a
appreciate it.
blast. Yeah,
See you,
I'm looking
Lex.
forward to when we do this again.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
for sure. All right,
Similar is so pretty.
So speaking of petty Simula,
I like the big ones. I think for me is the mastery presets. I'd also like to see mastery swaps be free for like sigil owners. I've been trying to beat the drum on that one for a while. I think like the sigil in general, like the value of the sigil needs to be increased a bit.
yeah, it was
I know
great early on.
Yeah, they just did update the store, which is great. Like another sigil champ would be really great to have. I think. I don't know. Some like I don't know. I could probably think of a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, but mastery presets I think is the biggest thing for me.
Okay. So far we've heard mastery presets 3 times, sigil store update, and Xander, did you get to say anything different?
Legacy said wish crystals too.
Wish crystals. All right, Captain, on you.
I'm gonna say something we haven't talked about. Masteries. I'd like to get mastery preset. But no, that legit. When you first asked, that was the first thing that came to mind.
I'm sure that's the first
for
thing
me.
that came to everybody.
Trying to think of something else. Someone in the chat. I'll shout out someone in the chat saying they wish they would like to see for the bans if you just can't ban the same champions back to back, like back to back wars. You have to pick different champions each war.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not a bad idea. Poop de Gray says I would like to see Lags and Sim have a pillow fight. I think that'd be a fun, entertaining thing for everybody. Xander is now wearing a Spider-Man hat. Just like that to be known in the chat.
Size 2099.
I should have put I could go put a Spider-Man shirt on if you guys want.
Why are you coming for me?
I think my biggest thing is I just want to see Battlegrounds succeed. I want it to
I agree.
enter the contest. Everything we were talking about earlier. Just hope they resolve it, all the issues, and hopefully it has a good release and sustains for a long time. And yeah, gets us going in a good direction.
Can I ask a question though?
Yeah.
I feel like we all. I don't think anyone would ask this, but if MCOC were to go under, would y'all keep your YouTube channel and play a different game, or would y'all just be done with YouTube?
I start uploading my home renovation stuff. I just would change the name.
I'd probably go over to OnlyFans.
Okay. Can you send me a link for that, by the way? I need that link. You never.
Oh my goodness. So I have a couple.
I know Dooley Ray was saying someone asked Dooley Ray. He responded earlier. Said he's going to be streaming on OnlyFans. So
yeah, there's his
pretty
pizza.
cool.
His pizza eating. What is it?
Yeah, Pizza Bites.
Yep.
That is
Pizza
perfect.
Mukbang.
All right, so I got a couple of things on my chat. Just kind of go over. Demondre Brooks said, "Put OG Vision in the sigil. Could be worth it."
I would
Can
like
we
to
talk-
see, if we saw a different sigil champion come in
White
outside
Vision?
Our Labtron.
Like White Vision.
Well, how
That'd
would
be
he
cool.
be any different than the other two visions?
He'd be white.
Okay.
Hear me out. Let's have them have the same animations.
Ghost Dog, that's racist, dude.
And I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it.
I was waiting for somebody to
Didn't
Wait,
Ghost
he
Dog
said it, though.
didn't Ghost Dog come into your stream one time, Sim, and say it's too white in
It
here,
was too white.
It's right,
in here,
baby.
yeah. That was one of the funniest moments. Yeah,
and now
Okay,
he's
the way
saying,
he be white though. Okay, Ghost Dog. All right, you made a good point. Got you.
It's too white here.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I come to bring comedy relief to.
Why do you think I turned my light down? It was glaring a little too much on me. I haven't seen the sun. She's in my room. Yeah, she's slacking. She's been doing this thing.
I have a substitute for River.
She's been doing this thing where she likes to just sleep all day.
Is that stream? Is that stream?
I have a substitute.
Cricket.
Who's,
Yeah.
Okay.
what stream?
Is my jokes aren't gonna be appreciated. I would take my talents elsewhere.
Oh wait, because
South
what
Beach?
is it? Captain's Cat is a River stream.
Oh, I get. Honestly, I was like, was that
We
stream?
got it.
If you have to explain it,
I'm slow.
is it
I'm slow.
really that
So-
funny?
It makes it worse when you gotta. Like,
My mind is thinking about
I
food
didn't
right now.
understand it. I didn't understand it, so I explained it for myself.
I
So
get-
real quick, I want to talk about what Mike Middleton brought up early. He said about fixing arena because 200 million for these champs is ridiculous.
Ooh,
Do some kind
yeah.
of revamp. They revamped it, believe it or not.
They expanded it, and it's still just like
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
They need to
arena
increase
Yeah.
the cutoff.
Mhm.
The
top
cutoff.
25,000 get the
Immortal Gamers United. Is that Taz? Did he change his YouTube name?
He did, yeah.
Okay, what's up, Taz? Don't be changing YouTube names and
Hi,
not
Taz.
telling nobody. I just realized that I had this weird name modded in my. I said it's gotta be Taz.
dude. I've had that happen where someone will like pop into my chat and be like, "Hey, Cap, do you remember me?" And I'm like, I don't. I read the name and they're like, "Oh yeah, I changed my name." I'm like, "Then how am I supposed to remember you?"
How am I
Like,
remember you?
what the heck?
DTM said add in 6-star dual class like we have in 4 and 5.
Okay.
The dual classes are kind of a sore subject for me, so I'm going to move on from that one.
What, Nick Fury? No?
In Magic. In Magic.
Oh, Magic
Yeah.
and Void. And Void.
Have you
Yeah, I
got?
got Void though.
Did you ever
got
get?
Void.
You got Magic finally?
No, I never got Magic.
Oh,
Imagine
not having a rank 5 Magic.
Adding in Weapon X or a 6-star Labyrinth Ultron into the sigil was what Afo said. What's going on, Afo? How you doing?
6-star Labtron would be sweet, but I don't think they're gonna put Weapon X anywhere else.
What about Jessica Jones?
Nah, she's forever an NPC player or an NPC, unfortunately.
Yeah. Mastro in the sigil store. I mean, we already have Overseer.
He is a maestro.
He's already he's just basically a younger version. What's going on, Doug? How we doing? I'm just trying to make sure I catch up. And Cap, if you got anybody in yours that's got any great things to add?
Natalie's saying it's too white in here.
I mean, I tried. I got Xander and Lefty in here along with Sim and Cap. I thought I balanced it out well.
wow.
It was
We got the full
Ooh.
spectrum.
Lefty, Sim, Xander, me, and Cap. I mean, I don't know how much better to balance this out.
We had a Canadian.
And we had a Canadian, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think I covered it. I tried to get Dragon on here. She was just busy.
Yeah, we didn't get the female
I was covering it all,
representation.
baby.
I have a few good questions here, actually. First from Dean, saying how many units would each of you pay per mastery profile? So that brings up a couple questions. Is if they do allow us to have multiple mastery profiles, would we have to pay extra for that? Would it cost to switch back and forth? What should that be?
If
What do
you
you
have
guys
a
think?
sigil, nothing.
I'll say
I mean,
30 units.
If
to do the flip.
I would say
Just to switch
no
them?
more than
Yeah.
it costs. No more than it. If it happens, it's likely going to be the exact same cost that it is now, just faster to do.
Yeah, that's what I've always
Right.
felt like. I don't care if I have to pay the same amount. It's not the units that I really care about swapping. It's the
time.
hassle of having to go back and forth and remember, like, okay, what is it that I normally switch this to?
Ideally, it would be
Yeah,
zero.
like,
Ideally, it would be
yeah,
zero.
ideally it's free, and I do like that idea potentially of having that be a bonus to the sigil. That definitely I feel like would increase sales of
100%.
sigils for them, so it would make sense. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. So that's a good one. We just honestly, I don't care much. Just give me the ability to swap my mastery profile. That's all I really
Let
want.
me do it.
Just let me do it. And then the next question from Natalie says, which character would you like to see get a buff this year?
Spider-Man Classic.
Spider-Man Classic.
Xander says Spider-Man Classic.
Okay.
Sentry for me, just because I want him to be like useful.
They've already
with
buffed him like
Void.
4 times.
No, they haven't buffed him at all.
Yes, they have.
They fixed the like randomness of his abilities,
Indestructible.
sort of, but
Yeah.
not really.
I think I would like to see. I think I'd like to see a Gamora buff. No, I'm just kidding. Just been buffed like
Another one.
12 times already. I don't even know. For me,
It's that time.
I don't know. It's legit been 3 though, right?
It's been 3.
Like, why
People
does she
say,
keep?
Oh, the 50th.
Why does she keep getting a buff?
Because they needed to fix
When
it.
it's
They
like-
want to do her
Finally
right.
useful.
It's like, who cares? It's Gamora. Why is Gamora? No one cares.
Why is
She's been
Who's
irrelevant.
Gamora?
Like,
Or in
no one
Lefty's
asks.
case, by Gamora.
I want
I mean,
I want Loki finally. It's his time. He needs it. He had his TV show. Like Winter Soldier got buffed when his show came out. Falcon got buffed when his show came out. We got a brand new Sigil Witch when her show came out.
They're
Like,
just gonna give us Sylvia.
are we? Are we?
Yeah,
Is just
Sylvia
gonna forget
Brown,
about Loki?
Sylvia.
Well, I can't even get a Loki profile picture. Like, there's never been a specialized Loki profile picture.
you
Yes,
could
the
have.
only
You
one
could have
was
Karina.
locked behind the
Asuna.
Karina's challenges, which we know for damn sure I wasn't gonna get. So
Oh, look,
just like,
Julie
you know,
Ray says your favorite champion is Deadpool X Force.
no, you said it wrong.
Yeah, someone mentioned that in my chat too.
X-Pool Dead Force.
Hey, someone mentioned Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He's got buffed.
Good
That
one.
Captain America Sam Wilson synergy. That's his buff.
Yeah, no, we want a real buff.
No,
don't-
that's
we-
his
Can
buff.
we get an invisibility mechanic for Drax already, or what?
Right?
That's
Oh,
gonna come with gear.
man.
That's gonna be in the gear. He's gonna be able to phase.
That would be an amazing callback, like little Easter egg kind of thing. If
He's
they
mastered the art of standing
do
perfectly
add,
still.
or at least have him have a voice call out, kind of like how Hercules has stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, give him something like that about him standing still and I'm invisible. You can't see me. Something like that. I think that would be good. Hey,
Let's see.
who else you guys
Someone said
thinking?
OG Iron Man.
OG.
OG Iron Man.
Natalie-
Moon Knight.
I'm gonna say,
Moon
I'm
Knight.
gonna say
Yeah.
Agent Venom.
Agent Venom.
Agent
Mhm.
Venom.
Natalie says Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation about all the best Venoms in the game, and Agent Venom didn't even make any list. So
Yeah.
I can see it, Venom.
Sim knows. Sim knows.
Dev?
I think, yeah, after watching this Moon Knight series so far, it's definitely making me wish Moon Knight was better in the game.
Definitely better in the game. And
Everybody.
he should be able to pull his thing off his chest.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
rather
what
have
she
Mr.
said.
Knight than Moon Knight to be.
Yes.
completely
Or,
honest.
yeah, I was going to say, or if we get that added, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Float like a butterfly.
Doug, I'm not
I think
ignoring your
my name's
question.
Steven with the V.
We
I
talked
think
about
Gabe
it early
said
on.
once that they considered adding Mr. Knight at one point, but he got
Oh,
tabled
yeah.
for whatever reason.
Mm.
You know who they need to add? They need to add Nick Cross to the team over there at Kabam headquarters and let
I
him
think-
design some coming champs.
I think he
Oh, yeah.
did. I think he might have filled out that application that Kabam Mike dropped for him.
Oh, well, he needed to because he did a Mr. Knight. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
That was awesome.
yeah, I gotta admit, like I've seen some of his animations. It's got to be like tough to do. Like making that Doctor Strange trailer I made a couple months ago. To do what he does, it costs. It probably would take weeks to do because it's so
Months.
tedious. Yeah, months.
He
Yeah,
did,
but it's so tedious.
He did the what is it? No Way Home one. He did a No Way Home one with all 3 Spider-Men.
Dude, yeah, that's like
I was,
ever since I've started my YouTube channel and getting into the minor amount of editing that I've had a couple videos where I've gone a little bit more in depth and it just takes a little bit longer. And then when I see people's, like the one you did when you made all that big old compilation one, the Doctor Strange one, and then other just like crazy edit, I'm like, man, the amount of time these people put into these is impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Black Bolt's dog playable.
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Nice.
Hey, Manuel, I'm sorry, man. Somebody got rid of every message you put out tonight. I don't know what happened. You said something about something, and they got mad and just.
I agree, though. Spider-Man 2099 doesn't need a buff.
Xander.
Just a little buff.
Xander.
Oh man.
I'm
Here,
stoked.
whatever you said, you can come say it in my stream. Maybe we'll be able to see what you said there.
Can I give
Okay,
Beast some
Xander.
love, please, for the love of
Ooh,
God?
yes.
No.
Beast is a good
No,
one.
I
no
love
for
Beast.
Beast.
Why don't you
They've
love
been trying to
Beast?
Criminal.
They've been trying to get me to get pulled and rank up the 6-star Beast forever.
Dude,
If they
I
bumped
love
him and made
Beast.
him any kind of good, I would have to deny it.
Beast was. Well, that's how I feel with Loki,
I
but
gotta hop off real quick.
still do it.
I gotta hop off real quick, but if y'all still on, I'll come back out. I gotta
All right, thanks for joining,
All right,
Lefty.
Sure.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Lefty.
Lefty.
All right, guys. So I actually think this is actually not a bad spot just to stop
Yeah.
at. I want to appreciate
That Lefty is
everybody.
god.
Lefty's gone.
Now that he's
Appreciate all
gone,
you guys,
oh man.
the ones remaining, thank you guys for being on in Legacy. Lefty, we'll talk. No, thanks to everybody who's on tonight. CaptainBayeee, Simula 54. No one. Okay, and Xander, Legacy, and Lefty Knox all joining me tonight. Hopefully next time, the next time I do one of these, I would like to get a Kabam representative.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe Kabam Zero and or
Zero.
Kabam Tip.
Zero's
Or-
awesome.
Yeah.
Zero's awesome. Tip's awesome. I haven't talked to him like one-on-one, like vocally, but we've shared conversations when I was in CCP and even on streams and things like that. So he's a pretty good guy. But I would
Numbers
love to
would be
get-
cool too for economy stuff.
Yeah, numbers would be nice.
Hmm.
So I'd love to get some of those guys on next time we do that. Maybe I'll try to plan this out. Maybe not, within a week. Maybe the next time I do it, we'll plan it about a month or so out, or
Yeah.
2 weeks or so out to give everybody time to kind of put things in line.
Yeah.
Judas says in Captain's chat, we need Brian on call next time.
I asked Brian via Twitter, Mr. Contest Champion, if you're still over there on Captain's channel.
We'll get him into one of these.
Join up. I would love to have you in. I think the more people we can get involved to talk about these issues, things together, I
Yep.
think the more the community can see that there are people out here fighting for them. That's kind of one of the reasons why I did this. I wanted a place for us to talk about the issues. Are there any talks about any new titles? Not that I know of, DTX.
I was kind of surprised there wasn't a new title at the end of
that
Act
was kind of
7.4.
something that was brought up on a few different people's topics. Like there's no new title for this Act 7 completion.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Speaking
As-
of titles, I thought of something else I want to see happen in the game this year.
Okay.
I want to design a fight in the game.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. I've always wanted
Yes,
to do
'cause
that
I
too.
can't wait for Sim to design a fight.
I've never been able to
Everybody
design
hate
one.
him for it.
I would
I
create.
I already have one written down. I shared it with Xander the other day.
Yeah.
I've already got one written up.
I'd love to
If
see
I
that.
ever get the opportunity,
Just waiting for the call.
if I ever get the opportunity, it's for sure going to be Loki, and you guys will hate him. I just know that.
Wow.
For all the hate
Yeah,
I've gotten
well-
for him, it's time for his revenge. I might not
Gee,
beat
I
it
wonder which
myself,
champion I'd
but
use.
Power Shield Miles.
Yep. Debuff immune. Debuff immune. Power
Safeguard.
shield.
Wrapping it up
Safeguard.
real quick. Just quick answer. I already know Xander's, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Xander, favorite champ in game and in Marvel. Go.
Favorite champion in game and then in Marvel.
Yes.
Okay, in game Miles Morales. In Marvel Spider-Man.
Okay.
Just classic
Sim.
Spider-Man.
I mean, it's really, really difficult to pick a favorite champion in the game. I'm gonna have to think about it for a minute or two.
Okay, so Captain.
Favorite
Let's go.
champion in Marvel is Iron Man.
Iron Man and then Void. Got you.
oh, Void. Yeah, I guess you do like Void, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Didn't see that coming.
Captain.
My favorite champion always kind of bounces around. It's kind of more of a whoever I'm using the most right now, which right now is kind of in Hercules. But I guess my favorite champion that I've been enjoying using a lot, I really have been enjoying Mr. Negative.
Okay.
Just kind of a fun one to play with. But I guess overall right now, I'd got to go Hercules. And then favorite Marvel character has always been Wolverine.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And Lefty.
Ghost.
Oh, got you, Ghost. Ghost in game. Do we know what his favorite?
Dude, you know he's gonna say Spider-Man 2099 if he was here.
Yeah.
I can't stand y'all.
Just saying he would have said it.
And his favorite Marvel character is Spider-Man 2099 from the Miles Morales end credit scene.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. Well,
He just messaged me that he was just wanting to make sure.
Yeah. Got you. Well, that's gonna be it. Me, by the way.
Yeah, what's yours?
Blade is my favorite Marvel character.
Okay.
In-game champ to play currently today is Professor X.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
That checks out.
So there it is. All right, guys. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I was lazy and late, so I didn't get the chance to put all their links in the description, but follow each one of these guys.
The links are in my description if you want to find them all.
If you want to go to CaptainBayee's channel.
Captain was prepared.
Yeah. He was prepared. he got it done faster than I did.
I typed faster.
He types
I
faster.
would ban first DTM.
So there it is. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we will catch up with you on the next one. I should be back tomorrow night for some more Act 7.3 exploration, and Sim will probably be taking the weekend off because that's what he does on Fridays. And Xander,
just keep an eye out in case I do something.
there you go. And then Captain, this weekend, anything for you this weekend? We're doing Monday night.
Yeah, Monday we'll be back with the Moon Knight episode 3 live stream with me and Ghost Dog with
good.
Cap and the Dog. Is kind of the title we're going with. I like it. And so yeah, tune in for that. But I may try to squeeze in potentially, probably not some Act 7, but I may do like a Call of Duty stream. I want to do some more of those. I've been having fun with some Call of Duty, and yeah, slowly getting better at that game. But we were talking earlier, if MCOC were to die, what would you on your channels? I'd probably just do more of Call of Duty and maybe other games. I want to do more Among Us too, guys. It's been so long.
Please.
It's been a while.
Man, I don't even know if that game is still relevant, but I want to play it.
Relevant, probably not, but they've been adding some more stuff to
Have they?
recently.
I haven't played it in a long time, so. But yeah, that's what's on the agenda for me. And getting a pizza that's on its way.
On its way.
Your driver, Melissa, is on the way, so she hasn't entered the neighborhood yet, but she's on her way.
She's on her way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, there you guys go for this weekend. There you go. There's your lineup. We will catch you on the next streams. Until then, there you go.
Bye. And, yeah.
Peace.
All right. And I'm still alive. I just realized I need to say bye to everyone. Thanks to everyone who is in my chat. I appreciate all you guys' comments. Everyone that stopped by, Dooley, Captain or Contest Champion Brian, everyone that was here, MSD, and everyone that was on call. This was fun. We'll do it again. And is anyone live? Is there anyone we can raid? I guess.
CaptainBayee's live.
Oh, that guy.
I don't like that guy.
I actually don't even see anyone live. So snooze, you lose, people. Sorry. But all right, yeah. Thank you everyone for hanging out. This was fun, and we'll do it again later.